Hello, everyone. Because of a lot of false information spreading in the net, I am sharing today about the coronavirus for the awareness to the public. And all the information and content in this video is taken from the Public Health Agency of Sweden, from the UNICEF, and the World Health Organization. These are the questions about the disease. What are the symptoms of COVID-19? Respiratory illness, fever, and cough. A number of deaths have been reported. Those patients had serious pre-existing health conditions. The incubation period of the coronavirus is 2 to 14 days. The next question is, how ill can COVID-19 make you? Most people who are infected get mild respiratory symptoms that will disappear on their own, but some people develop more severe illnesses such as pneumonia. Our knowledge of the virus is growing all the time. The next question: how long is the incubation period of the coronavirus? Example, the period between infection by the virus and appearance of the first symptoms. The incubation period of the coronavirus is 2 to 14 days before signs of disease. Next question is, what treatment is given to infected people? There is no specific medicine or treatment against the infection. As in all respiratory infections, treatment focuses on supporting the function of organs like the lungs and the kidneys. The next that we have to take up is, can the virus that causes COVID-19 spread between animals in humans, and can my pet get the virus? It seems probable that an animal sourced from a market with live animals in China caused some of the first reported human infections. There is no documented evidence that the virus can spread from humans to pets. Does COVID-19 causes the type of pneumonia that some patients develop, or is that a secondary disease caused by bacteria? According to the case reports from the outbreak in China, this type of pneumonia is primarily caused by COVID-19. Based on experience from other respiratory virus infections, there are probably cases where pneumonia is a secondary disease caused by bacteria. The next question will be, how long can the virus survive outside the body? Spread from person to person happens among close contacts. There is no indication today that the virus spreads via objects. It is currently unclear how long the virus that causes COVID-19 can survive outside the body. However, preliminary information indicates that it can survive for a limited time. Ordinary disinfectants can be used to kill the virus and to avoid infecting people. What can I do to avoid infection? A general preventive measure against respiratory infection is to avoid touching your face and eyes and to avoid close contact with sick people. Wash hands often with soap and warm water before eating, before preparing food, and after toilet use. Alcohol-based hand rub can be an alternative when you are unable to wash hands. Cough and sneeze into the bend of your elbow or into a tissue to prevent infection from spreading around you or from contaminating your hands. Stay at home when you are sick to avoid infecting people on the bus, at work, or in areas where you are close to other people. Modes of transmission. How is the virus transmitted? Coronavirus probably originally emerged from an animal source, but now we know that it is spreading from person to person or via respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Can the virus be transmitted during the incubation period? Experience today tells us that the virus is transmitted when a person falls ill and during the period of their illness. This means that it is important that people at risk of being infected look out for early symptoms. Do face masks protect against transmission? A face mask is different from the type of surgical masks used in healthcare. A face mask does not protect against transmission. A general preventive measure is to avoid touching face and eyes and to avoid contact with sick people. If you cough or sneeze into the bend of your elbow and practice good hand hygiene, you protect others from infection. What is the difference between the face mask and respiratory protective equipment? Respiratory protective equipment is different from face mask. Respiratory protective equipment is used, for example, in healthcare, in environments where there is a risk of staff getting infected with serious diseases. So it's the respiratory protective equipment that can only protect. But this type of protective equipment has built-in filters that filtrate infectious agents and other particles from the air you breathe. For the respiratory protective equipment to have the desired effect, it has to be adjusted to the person using it. Instruction and training in how to use respiratory protective equipment are also needed. So those are the questions that are being answered. Now we go to the good hand hygiene. And this is to avoid getting infected and infecting other. And these good hand hygiene are really very important for us to avoid it, the coronavirus. Number 1, cough and sneeze in the bend of your arm. When you cough and sneeze, small drops containing infectious substances are spread. By coughing and sneezing in the bend of your arm or in paper hanky, you prevent infection spreading around you or contaminating your hands. So you can do as what is shown on the photo. The next very important thing is to wash your hands often. Infectious substances stick easily to hands and other surfaces such as door handles. They are then passed on when you touch someone with your hands. So wash your hands often with soap and hot water, or cold water will do. Always wash your hands before meals, when handling food, and after a toilet visit. A hand gel can be an alternative when you are not able to wash your hands. So that's all I'm sharing from Liba Buhay, your information TV. If you want more information, I am sharing here a link below this video. You can visit all those links of the World Health Organization and UNICEF, and there you can see a lot of information regarding the coronavirus or the COVID-19. Thanks for watching this video.